Making a presentation to an old new generation of riders. Once again, our three winners: Meredith Balmany with Little Nicky, Turner Williams on Caramel Cream, and Lydia. Behind Jeff Hyde. And right behind him at this point, that's Rosina Pravnik on French Revolution. Right behind her, that's Misty with Divining Mining alongside on the inside. Right behind them is Willie White on J.J. Hansel, and then comes Ned Hornifer on Houdini. And we are off and running for real this time, and quickly back to the lead. That is French Revolution. Right behind her is Misty to the inside. Then comes Divining Mining, now moving up on the outside. Gap of two, back to Willie White on J.J. Hansel. And the early trainer is Ned Hornifer on Houdini. But this is 2 miles all the way around, most of it out of sight. And as they head over the second, right behind Jeffrey Hyde there to the inside is Rosina Pravnik on French Revolution. Now moving up on the outside there, that is Divining Mining, but back between horses on the inside, that's Misty. Willie White and Ned Hornifer moving up from the back now. Ned Hornifer into fourth, Willie White and J.J. Hansel in fifth. Up at the front now, Misty has taken over the advantage. French Revolution and Rosina Pravnik taking back as they head along the Jarrettsville Pike and out of sight across the driveway. And the early leader is Misty, then French Revolution. On the lead is French Revolution and with Rosina Pravnik, Divining Mining, just a length and a half behind her, then a gap of 2 to Willie White and J.J. Hansel. And right there is Ned Hornifer on Houdini, and now making up a lot of ground from the back of the pack is Katie Hornifer on Misty. So as they come to the second last, French Revolution now being joined by Divining Mining and Elizabeth Pierce on the outside. Willie White stalking right there in third. Then comes Misty. The trailer now, Houdini. Coming to the last fence, he'll turn them loose shortly after that. And it's tightly bunched up at the front. French Revolution and Divining Mining running as a pair. Willie White lurking right behind them. Misty having problems. Running out to the left. Misty is now out of it. Now here's Ned Hornifer and Houdini trying to make a move on the leaders. But it's still French Revolution and Rosina Pravnik right behind Huntsman Jeffrey Hyde. Moving up now. Ned Hornifer and Houdini's got to get a hold of him. They can't pass Huntsman until he turns them loose. And now it's cutting time, and it's the match out for the wire, and Willie White and J.J. Hansel are in the lead. in good order as they approach the first. 5 lengths covers the front lot, then a gap of about 4 to Goldie and Chelsea Secor, and then a gap of about 5 back to Pirate Princess and Edwards to Tenius. As they go over the second, right up there at the front, it's Scooby-Doo in the lead, but you're inside, saving all the ground. Now going on into the lead, that's Ellen Halley on American Girl. Scooby-Doo just a nose behind her on the outside. Then comes Peanuts, gap of about half of a length to Cheyenne. Then it's Ozzy, gap of 3 to the outside of Thomas's In the Wind and Rocket Gibraltar, those two running as a team. Then another 4 lengths back to Chelsea Secor and Goldie, and 3 lengths behind her, it's Edwards to Tenius and Pirate Princess. So a close Rocket Gibraltar has moved up as well. Scooby-Doo still in the hunt. Peanut right there, as is Cheyenne coming across the road now. And Thomas is in the wind, trying very hard to stay right behind Jeffrey Hyde, joined on the outside there by Scooby-Doo. And a gap of about 2 to Peanut. She's joined by American Girls on the inside. And then comes, we have a faller there. It's Elizabeth Moran on Ozzy. Elizabeth Moran and Ozzy are out of it now as they turn towards the last. And Ashton Williams and Thomas is in the wind just off Jeff Hyde, trying not to go by him. On the outside, far outside there's Scooby-Doo, but being joined on the outside by Ellen Halley on American Girl. 4 horses across the track, 5 horses, everyone with a chance as they go deep into the turn. And trying hard not to pass the field master, now coming up on his outside there. That's American Girl. Ellen Halley, she's got Scooby-Doo